seats is standoffish. Yeah!
Come on. Come on, come on. All right.
Welcome to SCWA Weekly Update. I am your host, Mark Cates. This week I have two special guests that have requested to be on the show. Big Daddy Eric Edwards and Johnny Roxville himself. Now, it's all due to the fact of capital punishment coming up this weekend, February 27th. They both have, now Big Daddy's got a little bit bigger of a match and than Roxville, but Roxville's got this whole bragging rights thing with Hard Body Brock, and like I said on the message board, you know, nobody can do nothing with Johnny Roxville, so either Brock's going to have to step up and show that he is what he says he is, or, you know, never know, Roxville might pull another one out, so we'll just have to wait and see. We do have a big show, 7 matches. It is the debut of the ladies division, Amber O'Neal versus Persephone. We got DJ and Kid in the final match of this big feud they've been having. Street match, Falls Count Anywhere. That should be pretty interesting. The big main event, nothing to take nothing away from the brawl at the end, the bunkhouse brawl between the Raging Rebel and the Daltons and ESO. But the 4-way for the Southeastern title and the heavyweight title, that's where I want to start. You know, Big Daddy Eric Edwards is going to be one of those 4. So at this time, I'd like to welcome to everyone North Carolina's strongest man, Big Daddy Eric Edwards.
I can't believe it. Oh, goodness gracious. Is this chair going to hold my big toe or something?
I hope so. Don't be breaking my chair. You know, SCWA works hard enough with money. You don't need to be breaking no chair.
Yeah, I'll say 3. He's going to have to start funding some of this SCWA stuff, according to this, what you call a shack, I guess.
Come on now. For a growing company, I think we do pretty good.
I know what's going to help this room out. I'll tell you. You need a big daddy poster right there, or you need to put one back here of me posting like so, I tell you. But anyway, let me get to the point of why I am here. The thing is, I've been talking with Chris. That's the Iceman. We've been working up this little deal, and we're trying to figure out what's going on. What do you got planned for the 4-way? I want to know who's in there.
Well, you got you and Severin and Roma.
Well, we ain't worried about Roma. He ain't nothing but a has-been, but that's beside the point.
And a to-be-announced opponent.
Why are you holding this back from us?
Well, I honestly feel like that, you and Chris holding something back from me. What are y'all up to?
Well, we ain't up to nothing. We just on the same page is what it is.
Well, I'll tell you just like I told a few other people. It's pretty obvious who the 4th person is.
I have a good idea who it is. And
I'm pretty sure the fans, if they think about the businessman I am and how I try to make things fair and not calling you a cheater or nothing, but sometimes you got your ways, and so I wanted to try, like Roma said on the message board, even the field out a little bit. Gavin, me and him was sitting down talking, and since he's going to be the general manager of the night, I asked him. I said, what match, do you want to help with? I told all the kids that I'd pick a different kid each time starting, and Gavin wanted to pick that match, And by the way, the stipulation is whoever gets the first pin is the Southeastern champion, and whoever has the majority pins and a total 30-minute time limit will be the new heavyweight champion. Now, Gavin did come up with that, and I think that's a pretty good idea.
30 minutes.
So Yeah, oh yeah, you can handle
That's
that.
like a warm-up, I tell you.
Ooh, warm up.
Yeah, it's like a
you sure you ain't
warm-up.
gonna be blown up?
No. Let me tell you one thing. Best thing you need to know right now, you are talking to North Carolina's strongest man.
I've never forgot that.
Let's take it back a minute. You want to talk about getting blowed up here. Let's go back to the Lucky Seven.
Yeah, I remember that.
Who was the first man out?
Yeah, I remember that.
All right.
That was first part of when I was testing.
Yeah, testing.
And you passed the test with flying colors.
Okay, 46 minutes later.
Yep.
Who was holding your champion?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
belt was right here on my shoulder. Because it ain't big enough to go around me. Because, you know, it's not much you can go around Big Daddy. I tell you, it's just I can't help it. I'm a big man.
I understand.
So I don't want to hear nothing about getting blowed up.
I have to admit, yeah. So then what you worry about 30 minutes? Oh, that's right. You saying it's a warm-up.
It's
so
a warm-up.
you-
So it's nothing. I mean, Roma, I done took care of him once. Could do it again.
that was a decent match, too.
I can tell you, I can do it again. That's no problem.
Then why you worry about the fourth partner?
Because I want to know who it is. I actually have an idea who it is.
Who you think it is?
I'm seeing a bush.
Oh,
I'm seeing a bush on top of his head.
he knows how I think.
I see a bush on his head. That's all I can go. I can't go no farther than that. But I'll tell
He
you
knows
right
how
now,
I think.
I will pop that thing off like a pimple.
Okay, well, I guess it's only a couple days away. Actually we only got 2 days. Today's Thursday. So we only got 2 days, and you and Severin and Roma will get in there with this. What you're saying. Fourth opponent.
I see a bush in my future, but that's all right.
But like I told the fans at the very beginning of the show, we will have the announcer announce me, and I'll come out there and introduce everybody to Gavin, and then Gavin can, I've even told Gavin that if you ain't got no problem with it, and I'm pretty sure Chris ain't gonna have no problem, we'll let him even call y'all out there and tell y'all straight to your face.
Well, I think that's how it should be done. I think you should tell me now.
Well, I'm gonna say this. You know I like surprises.
Oh, well, here we go.
And I think the fans like surprises, so I would say you'll find out. At the same time, you'll find out. And I guess I would say thank you for stopping by. And
I'm going to have to get my lawyers. I'm going to have to call Drake and get him on the line.
Yeah, I want to know what Drake's been up to.
Hey, look. Drake
every time I call him, he just, then he shows up and talk. I didn't say you was arrogant. I think I actually called Roxville arrogant, and then unfortunately he's my next,
he is a little bit on the arrogant side. I will put that out there. That man, he's out of control. I don't know what's wrong with him. I'm gonna tell you.
I said nobody can do nothing with him.
I've seen him in the locker room running around. He kind of scares me a little bit.
Oh,
I think it's the hair. I don't know what it is.
Rock star.
Man, I'm gonna tell you that man's out of control. But that's all right. Big Daddy goes on his way. He don't mess with Big Daddy. I don't mess with him. We kind of mind control over him. I'm telling you.
Well, I know that 3E will be there representing, and I know it'll be a good match because you and Chris and Roma, I know would be a good match as it is. But with this fourth person in there, I definitely think y'all gonna tear the roof down, and then.
Well, you got Big Daddy in there.
I guess I'll find out who's gonna be my new champions.
Big Daddy's enough to tear the roof down. Okay. I mean, you got me. That's all that matters.
Okay. Well,
so, you don't even need to put the fourth person in there.
Well, we wanted to make it a little interesting, and since it's Gavin's birthday, I gave him the other kids are gonna have his choice too. What you gonna do at the next show when one of the little kids out of the audience don't like you comes up and
I just guess I have to smack him around.
You gotta be they're kids, man. They enjoy this, and they always want to see the bad guy get beat up. You know that. When you was a kid, you wanted to see the bad guy get beat up. That's what made you want to be a bad guy. Because you like getting beat up, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a smartass. I'm sorry. Because you are North Carolina's strongest man officially.
Yes.
Not just self-proclaimed. You officially are.
That's right.
And that's no lie.
I got the plaques at the house to prove it if need be. If these people don't believe me, I will bring them in. I got the medals. I've got the plaques. It says I am North Carolina's strongest man.
And I've seen them. Yeah. So again, thank you